Let's do it. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your September soul session. My friend, Princess India here for the 99 and the 2000 and whatnot or whatever. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. I love your face. So glad that you're here. But anywho, we're going to jump right into your reading. I'm going to pick a card for your overall energy from the Starseed Oracle. And then we're going to go ahead and hop right into you guys' cards and what's not or whatever. And for you guys, it looks like you don't have a card that's falling out. So I feel like I'm going to do this and flip this one over. And we have water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. So my wonderful Aries friend, for the month of September, this month is going to be a month that's very self-focused. It's going to be a month of self-care. It's going to be a month in which you are going to nurture your emotional world, or, you know, your inner feminine energy and all that good stuff, your connection to spirit and whatnot or whatever. I also like to say that this is a tad bit of a mirror reflection type of deal going on here, in the sense that how it is that you treat your body at present, whether for good or for bad, is an energetic statement of one's perception of themselves. So if you are neglecting your body up to this point, then there is a potential that you could be neglecting your emotional world. So it's just important to make sure that that's top of mind. If you guys do have a lot going on this month, it's imperative that you take some time out to have a self-care day or many. Maybe you might even need a mental health day from work, which, you know, just call in sick. You know what I'm saying? I got excuses for days. I'm a professional at that. Can't call in sick anymore because I work for myself, and that's, you know, my boss, me, is very persistent with this work thing, but that's neither here nor there. So your central energy for the month of September, we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. This is challenged by the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Two of Chalices in the reverse. Your underlying energy is the Seven of Chalices. This is rather interesting. Whoa. Your above energy is the Tower. It's always nice. And then going forward into October, we have the Judgment in the reverse. Okay, so Aries, I can understand why it is you guys got this overall energy card. What this is more or less looking like to me, the end of August coming into September, I would say it's an incongruence with oneself, right? It's a really fancy way of literally saying that there is a disconnect between your physical self and your emotional self. I feel almost as if this feels kind of like overworking. You know what I mean? It's like kind of doing too much in one area and not really taking time out for rest and self-care, much like I was saying. So it's kind of leaving out of August and coming into September feeling a tad bit off kilter. You know what I mean? It's like just feeling kind of off balance, not really feeling kind of, you know, in alignment with yourself. But I feel the way that it would be manifesting to you is almost just feeling off. You know what I mean? Or you're just kind of not in it, or, you know, you kind of feel like you left your brain somewhere. You know what I mean? And that's usually the first warning sign of like a burnout, breakdown type of deal. Now, with this Page of Wands in the reverse, it's more or less like a halt in so many words. It could be prior to this, and this is me kind of prying into past energy. It feels more or less like you guys were going like, you know, 100 miles per hour, proverbially speaking, in the direction of something. But I feel that up until now, and just for me to kind of skip ahead so I don't get too wordy here, it's like I feel that there's manifestations of confusion, and they're more or less as a forewarning of a potential breakdown, if you will. Not saying that you're going to have a full out like emotional, mental breakdown or anything, but I just feel there's kind of like a scare in the sense of like, I really want to say it's kind of like a health thing. You know what I mean? And whether that's with yourself or with someone else, but I really want to say like a health scare. Not saying that it's literally gonna be something. It's kind of like if you, if you got blood work done, or like, I don't know, with girls, if you had like an abnormal pap or something like that, and they're like, oh, they want you to come in, for additional testing. I don't really feel that this would pan out to actually be something, but I feel this scare, you know what I mean? Even like if you fainted, you know what I mean? Like, say if you didn't eat all day and you just like kind of fainted, or your blood sugar got low, or whatever the case may be. I feel that it's something that happens this month, like a wake-up call, but I don't really feel like it's something that's going to carry forward for you all, and I feel like the whole purpose of that happening with this judgment in the reverse is seeing how you guys kind of got out of alignment with yourself, which takes us back to this Two of Cups in the reverse. So it's something that happened in August where you guys kind of got out of touch with yourself, and things got off kilter. So there was a level of ebb and flow with this at one point in time, meaning with yourself, like, working really hard, going to bed at a certain time, making sure you get your right hours of sleep, and like eating healthy and things of the sort. But I feel the reason why you guys kind of are halted this month, or maybe feeling kind of disoriented or unclear of how it is that you want to move forward, it's almost like being in a mental fog is what it looks like. But I feel like this Tower is more or less something that's happening in September to bring you like back to reality in a sense. Because I feel this dreamy kind of, foggy, like stuck in this whole autopilot type of deal going on. I feel that this is happening for your betterment. You know what I mean? And it reminds me of, I don't remember what reading that was. I don't know if I did it for the Reiki share or if it was one of my weekly readings for my members. I don't remember what reading it was, but I used an analogy of I was talking about me getting robbed. You know what I mean? And I was saying, like, when someone puts like a gun in your face, it's like everything gets real about what's important in life at that point. You know what I mean? And whatever comes to the fore in like a life or death situation, and you realize in that moment what's really important to you, you know what I mean? And it's like an epic wake-up call. Not saying that any of that is going to happen to you guys. Just an analogy here, people. But I feel that's what's happening in the month of September for my Aries people. But I feel it's more or less divine intervention, if you will. Because if you guys were to continue on this way, you would literally end up succumbing to like compassion fatigue, full-on burnout, you know what I mean, or having real serious health problems. So it's just more or less a need for you guys to get back into this balanced ebb and flow. And I mean, I can say this from experience because I'm totally, a self-professed workaholic. Like, I literally work all the time. Even on my off days, I'm still working on something, right? But I've had to learn the hard way that it's imperative to make your rest and your diet and all of that healthy so that you continue to be a workaholic. You know what I mean? Because taking care of yourself is conducive to your overall success, So I feel this month, Aries, is just really about you guys getting back on track and needing to really take care of yourself because, I don't know, I feel August is really significant in something transpiring where you guys got off track, So the main challenge here is more or less to gain clarity on this, you know what I mean? Meaning that whenever this happens, or even if it's like, by proxy, like meaning you hear about something happening to someone else, and it kind of gives you that reality check, It's just making sure that you guys move forward or make the decision to move forward in alignment with yourself, because that's what's going to get you guys on the path that you need to be on moving forward, my friend. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, Aries, that has been your soul session for September, my friend. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, and YouTube members to do your extended. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, I still love your freaking face, and I'm going to see you sooner than later. And sooner, because you're going to watch my extended, right? Of course you are, because you love me. You know what I'm saying? Dance party time. That's the new thing until I learn how to say bye. Because a lot of people like, the outro song, so we're going to dance party. You know? A little Cabbage Patch, a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? You know? Like, I don't know what else people are doing now. I don't think people still Millie Rock. Just listen to the song.